have on makeup. I have on lip gloss. So what would be your assessment of me as a woman?
My assessment wouldn't be anything, but
Okay.
from a biblical perspective, in the 4th chapter of the book of Jeremiah, it plainly states, when thou art spoiled, what wilt thou do? Though thou rentest thine face with paint and deck yourself with ornaments of gold, the scripture says, in vain do you make yourself fair. I don't believe from a biblical perspective that a woman have to wear makeup and fake hair to be beautiful. And this is one of my arguments. The women have been commercialized in such a way until they feel as though their hair is not good enough for them, so they want to buy some. The way God made them isn't good enough for them, so they want to put on lipstick and all this other thing.
How about you, Kay? Do you find his marks?
It really doesn't. Well, I don't care what he thinks. So
now, if you watch this video, the Reverend started off saying that in scripture, it says to dress modestly, and that although you can have makeup and weave, that does not truly personify and validate beauty. And the female responded by saying, well, you know what? If I have makeup, what would you classify me as? And he said, I wouldn't, classify you as anything. I'm telling you what the word says. And her fellow radio personality said, well, what do you think about what he said? Her response was, I don't care what he says. Now, what's ironic about this is she started by asking him what he thought about her, giving an assessment of her appearance. And then the second he gave her an answer, then she no longer cared. Moreover, I thought it was disrespectful because this reverend was old enough to be her father. And I find that very interesting that you have women in their 20s and 30s that'll talk to men that are in their 50s and 60s like their peers. That is a major issue, an example of the disrespect that a lot of black men talk about. Now, to deal with the concept of black women feeling unprotected, I think that's an issue too. I think we have a misunderstanding in our community of who is worthy of protection. Old woman always once said to me, boy, you get 2 men and a woman in the middle, one's going to jail and one's going to hell. In other words, every man's job is not to protect every woman. You get yourself in a situation trying to protect some strange woman and you lose your life, and it's not worth it. You know who's worthy of protection? A wife is worthy of protection. A mother is worthy of protection. A sibling is worthy of protection. A man's daughters are worthy of protection. Not just any woman in the street that doesn't know you from a hole in the wall, worth putting my life on the line and getting shot to death or killed trying to defend your honor for a stranger. So when we talk about this not being protected, I want